Hi, I'm Jordyn Woods. Oh my gosh, guys. So I am so nervous to be sitting in front of this camera because when I tell you I've tried to film a YouTube video like probably 5 different times, I've edited it, watched it, and then just never posted it. I don't know why I get so nervous, and I don't know, it's just scary putting yourself out there and talking to the camera and thinking like, am I being awkward, or will people like this, or what? But I'm over it. So for my first video, I've been trying to think like what would be the most impactful in a sense of like, what do you guys want to hear about? What should I talk about? And what's been such a prominent thing in my life is fitness, my fitness journey, how I stay on track, the pressure of staying on track, working out, lifestyle, everything. So I wanted to do this video about all of that, as well as I recently found a super embarrassing photo, and it kind of humbled me. It made me take a step back to realize how far I truly have come. And I feel like this transformation is something that I would want to share with you guys, because there's probably so many people out there like me, or that need help, or that need a push. And what you guys have to understand is that like, we're in this together. I got y'all. But this also holds me accountable. It is helping me stay on track as much as it's helping you get on track. So let's talk. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jordyn Woods. For those of you that do, hello, thank you for watching my video. I am from Los Angeles. I am 22 years old. I just turned 22 like a couple weeks ago. It's my birthday. I'm a Libra gang, for those of you who know, you know. So I wrote down some questions that I felt like needed to be answered and needed to be addressed, and that were helpful. So my first question is, how old was I when I felt most conscious about my weight? So I always grew up the bigger girl. I was always taller than the people in my class. I was always bigger, and I guess just as you get older, you get more and more self-conscious, because when you're young, you don't really care, you don't pay attention, it's cool. But you know, it would be the little things like going to a pool party and all the girls are in their cute bikinis, and you know, I just would wear the big t-shirts because sis wasn't feeling herself. You know, I wasn't confident. Even though it was a young age, I still remember those moments where I didn't feel comfortable going to the pool party and being in the bikini like all the other girls, and I would actually not even want to go to the pool party. That's how much it would discourage me. I remember going to the mall and wanting to shop at all the stores like Abercrombie and Fitch and Hollister, and you know, I could get a couple t-shirts, but I wasn't fitting all the other stuff that everyone else is wearing. So I hated going to the mall, I hated shopping, I hated pool parties. In like a little comment, I remember a woman was talking to my father, and she was like, yeah, your daughter's gonna be so pretty when she loses all her baby fat. I was like, am I not pretty now? I don't. So it's like little things that made me realize that maybe, you know, I am a little bit different than everyone else. But as time goes on, you just get so comfortable with accepting that that's who you are and that's what it is. So I didn't really feel the need to change. I was comfortable with just being like in the background and also not really like caring to fit in like everyone else. I became a tomboy through that process because I was comfortable. So that's when I just was always slightly self-conscious, but I made myself comfortable with who I was and just accepted that's what it is. I wasn't necessarily happy, but I was comfortable. I would say one of my lowest moments and point in time was this embarrassing picture that I found to show you guys, which really triggered the idea for this whole video. This was the first time I was ever in a paparazzi photo. I was at the Grove, I was with Willow. She loved me regardless of how I looked. I do not know why I felt like it was a good idea to wear this. Man, this outfit, this look, the hair, everything. This is a big no. We all have to go through it. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, kids these days, like even my little sister, never had the awkward stage. My awkward stage just ended like maybe a year ago. I'm still getting out of it, but this picture, so we got popped, didn't think anything of it, and the internet was around, so I was on the internet and I was like, oh my gosh, there's a picture of me taken. It was like a foreign concept to me because it's the first time a random person took my photo, got posted on the internet, and there were comments. Now, reading those comments at 12, 13 years old was probably the most heartbreaking thing to me ever. I remember sitting in front of my computer, reading it, and tears just started coming out of my eyes. I couldn't understand how grown people could sit and pick apart a young girl, but that completely broke me. That was a moment where I knew that I was unhappy. I knew I wasn't happy with the way that I looked. So that was my lowest point. I want to share this picture with you guys to see that I started somewhere, and that's not where you have to end up, and you don't have to be comfortable. You know what? Let me rephrase that. You have to be comfortable in your skin because that's what God gave you. Your individuality is your gift, and you have to own it and you have to love it. But I didn't understand that until I had this moment. That moment of being completely heartbroken about my appearance and about people's comments actually shifted me to become the confident person that I am today. Because through, over time, I've read books about, self-love and improvement and ideas, but also through experience, I've learned that truly your individuality is your gift. No one is you. That is your power, and you're given this body for a reason. Your body is a vessel. So after that whole terrible event and sharing that picture with you guys, I realized that my purpose is much bigger than me, and the only way to be the best version of myself is if I do that for me. So over time, I went through so many different, identity crises. I shaved half my head. I had piercings. I did weird stuff, as most kids do experiment these days. It doesn't really exist on Instagram too much, luckily, but I've been on social media since like that age, so you guys have grown up with me. You've seen the phases and the processes, and who I am today is not who I have to be tomorrow, next week, next year, and you guys will grow with me and see that. But I'm still finding myself, I'm still figuring it out, but you have to start somewhere. So sometimes in life you have to look out for the signs. It may be something little, maybe something big that reminds you to be grateful. I had a very triggering moment in my journey of losing my father, which completely ignited something within my body. Even though it was probably the worst thing I've had to go through, I learned that the bad things that happen to you don't have to define you. Even though they do define your character, who you are, you always have to learn and grow through it. At 19 years old, losing a parent, losing a loved one is not something you think you have to deal with. It's not something that you know how to deal with. There's no right or wrong way to cope with it, but it was so triggering for me, and my trigger was getting myself to the gym. That completely changed my life, and that moment got me to the gym. Gym became my therapy. Gym became the thing I looked forward to, and not only was it helping me emotionally, it was physically changing my body and making me feel better. And I remember I was working out so much and people were like, oh, you're not body positive anymore. I think that body positivity is really loving the skin that you're in and wanting to be the best version of yourself. So yes, I'm body positive, and yes, I'm kicking ass because I want to feel good and look good. And after something like that, you realize you can't take your health in your life for granted. So I started working out all the time. I started getting on track. I lost probably 30 pounds in a matter of 5 months, and I felt great. And I realized that not only do I have a story, but there's probably so many people out there like me that need help getting on track, need to get motivated, or don't know how. You know, luckily I found a trainer that I liked, and I was working out a lot with the trainer. But when you don't have a trainer and you go to the gym, it can get boring. You don't know what to do. So I recently have been mastering my workouts, getting together programs, and I want us to kind of do this fitness thing together. When we all have to hold each other accountable. Accountability is something that we are lacking so much in our society. So we have to hold each other accountable, and we really have to just create this community of people that are uplifting each other and doing it together. So I have been working really hard on getting together programs, which are coming out November this year, in like a month pretty much. My phone has a mind of its own. Yeah, they're coming out this year, but really for me it was to not only get you guys to hold each other accountable, but so you guys can help me stay on track. I constantly fall off track. My weight fluctuates all the time. There's sometimes where I feel really good, sometimes where I just don't feel like working out. But with this, we all just put together a little bit of time to really focus on ourselves. Working out is not about, well, it's not only about looking good, it's about feeling good, it's about doing good for your body. And when you do good for yourself, you don't want to do bad to other people. I do a lot of squats, I do a lot of legs, so a lot of my programs are really targeted towards glutes, legs, some abs. I'm still working on getting my abs. I know that abs are made in the kitchen. I love to cook, so I've been trying to master some recipes as well, to where we don't feel like diets have to be for a moment. A diet should be a lifestyle. You should never feel like, unless you're doing like a detox or something, what you eat should become an everyday thing for you. You shouldn't feel like, oh shoot, it's Monday, let me cut off. Also, people tend to push things till, oh, I'll do it Monday, I'll do it Monday. Really start tomorrow, because the longer you push it off, when Monday comes, you're not gonna do it. Let's be honest. You're not gonna do it. At least from personal experience, if I push it off till Monday, I'm not gonna do it. You know how many times I pushed this YouTube video off till Monday? Like, and now it's actually Monday and I'm doing it, but I pushed off for like 20 Mondays. And now you can't do that to your health. YouTube is a little bit different, but your health is not a game. So someone that is struggling with their weight, that doesn't know where to start, like I said, don't wait till Monday. Start tomorrow. And also don't compare yourself to anyone else. You have to be consistent. Weight loss does not happen overnight. Let me tell you. You can work out for a week and see nothing. You can work out for 2 weeks and see nothing. But I'm telling you, if you stay consistent, you will see the results. The results are in the work. I was training 5 days a week, hard, and I lost that weight, but it took 5 months. But I was training was my life. Nowadays I try to work out 4 to 5 times a week, at least, if it's not an intense workout. Cardio, just do something, do anything, and figure out what makes you feel good. Figure out what your body likes. There's some workouts that you'll love, there's some workouts that you'll hate. There's certain workouts that I hate, but I know I hate it because I'm not good at it. And each time you do it, you just get better and better. And then eventually those workouts you hated, you end up loving. They end up becoming your favorite. So stay consistent. Create a plan for yourself that works for yourself. Hold yourself accountable. And have fun. Life is too short. Don't beat yourself up. If one day you want to eat the cookie, eat the cookie. I ate the cookie yesterday. But hold yourself accountable. If I eat this cookie, I might have to run an extra mile. But sometimes food makes us happy. I think that something I've been working on as well is that your food, I read a quote that Steve Jobs said before he died, no amount of money, by the way, can heal your health. You can be the richest person in the world. If you're sick, you're sick. And so he said, let your food be your medicine. All of this processed sugar, these processed foods, fast foods, all these studies are coming out now that it really also, not only does fast food affect your mental health, it creates you to be sluggish. You don't have energy. Like I said, your body is a vessel. So I've been working on this myself, trying to hold myself more accountable, but eat your food as your medicine. Your food should be your medicine, and not everyone can eat the same way. And that's something I also had to learn growing up. My body type is different than all my friends. My metabolism is different. Part of the reason I can understand why I was gaining weight and my friends were so skinny, but we would eat the same. Not everyone can eat the same. So learn yourself, figure out what works for you, try new things, pay attention to the little things, pay attention to when you eat, how it makes your body feel, what it does to your energy. These are all tips that I've been trying to adapt onto my own life. So no matter what food program you have, you understand your body to where, okay, it says this, but I'm gonna alter this because I know that this is better for me. So no matter what workout program, no matter what food program, you should truly figure out what works ideal for you. But when you create a community and you have a plan, it makes everything so much easier. Now, I think that I know I'm so excited to start this journey with you because we're gonna transform together. I'm trying to get, summer is not here, summer just left, but next summer, we are all hitting that beach. We'll do a big link up. I want to see this community come together. I want to see us all be great. I want to see us all happy, have energy. Life is too short. There's too much crazy stuff. We need to at least make us ready for whatever. Be prepared, be accountable, and I'm so excited to do this with you guys and know that this is just the beginning. This is just the start of something new, like High School Musical. Every time I say the start of something new, I can't not think of High School Musical. But this is the start of something new. And I can't wait to just, let's go. Let's do this. Like, aren't you tired of just like being mediocre? Not saying you're mediocre at all, but like push yourself. Like, I'm tired of just like being comfortable all the time. Like, I need a reason to go out and be better. Let's be better. Let's do better. Let's feel good. Let's do it together. And I think that's what this all is about, is doing it together. And at least, you know what? I'm doing it regardless. So join or don't join, but just know that I'm here for you, and we can get into fitness a lot more, but this is just a start. I want to welcome you to my channel. I know you guys have been asking for a lot more videos. There's going to be a lot more. There's going to be makeup, there's going to be some cooking, there's going to be some skin routines, some hair care, maybe some fun car, I don't know, everything. Why not do everything? So thank you for watching. Subscribe because you want to see the next stuff that's coming. You want to join the community. Like it, follow me, whatever you want to do, but just know it's on.